Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to make this video like 3 different times, but my roommates kept walking in and it was a little embarrassing. But we're back now. It was a video I saw by Cliff and Stewart, some pretty big evangelists, I think I would call them, on Instagram. And they were talking about partying as a Christian. And I figured maybe I could provide a little insight as I am finishing up my freshman year of college and there are lots of parties around me. But basically, what they were saying is if Christ isn't invited, I'm not going. Now, what does that mean? How could Jesus physically be invited to a party? But that's not really, that is and isn't what it means. So basically, if the party is like, if you're just going there to get absolutely hammered, talk to some chicks, try and land a hookup at the end of the night, is that glorifying God? It's doing quite the opposite, right? Because in life, everything we should be doing, we should be putting God first, and it should be glorifying God. So if you're going to a party to get drunk and just talk to someone, trying to get a little sneaky link for the night or whatever, that's not glorifying God. That's not good. And it says here in Ephesians 5:18, do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. So basically, if Christ isn't invited, I'm not going. If the celebration, if it's like, if you're just partying to celebrate something important and it's like not bad, if you're not getting drunk and doing stuff like that, because we all know what our intentions are before we go somewhere. Like, let's be honest, if I'm going to the nightclub, I'm planning on getting drunk and talking to some girls. Like, that's just probably what's gonna happen. That's what I'm going in with that mindset. But if we're going somewhere and there's gonna be like, it doesn't have to be boring, but you just hold on. Now I need to gather my thoughts. People say life as a Christian is boring, and that is not at all true. It's just we're not giving into these worldly temptations. We're not living for the world anymore. And what people have convinced themselves is fun is just not fun as a Christian anymore. I personally cannot go to a party and get drunk or go to a nightclub and get drunk or something like that, like how I used to in my past, without feeling conviction. Like, I'll be there and I'll just be miserable because I'm like, this is not glorifying God at all. So why am I even doing it? Because it's sinful, and I know that I'm betraying Jesus when I do it. So I guess moral of the story here is, yes, it's okay to party, but in what context are you doing it? Because in 1 Corinthians 10:31 it says, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So make sure you're keeping that in mind whenever you do anything in life.